Hi and welcome, my name's Dan Latto, and if you've reached this video then it's probably because you're thinking about hiring a coach. So there's all sorts of different types of people that get coaches, and so usually they're very, very successful. We also get people who are not very successful yet, and that's why they're getting a coach, because they want more success. But also we get people who are very, very successful who want more success. You know, so for example, you get people who play golf and they get a coach. Why do they get a coach? Well, maybe it's to just drill down onto a particular aspect of what they're doing because they need to improve that particular aspect. Or maybe you get a personal trainer. Well, you know, if you need a personal trainer to go running, why do you need that? Well, maybe you need some inspiration or motivation, or maybe you need a bit of a boot up your bottom to just get you off your couch and get you out and actually running, or maybe just someone to improve your form or just to push you to your limit. Or maybe, for example, it's one of the things we do property coaching, and it's because you don't know how to do it. You don't know what the strategies are, you don't know what the techniques are, and you know that if you get this wrong, then the actual cost of getting it wrong will far outweigh the cost of actually just getting a coach, for example. Or maybe it's a business coach you need. Maybe you need to find a way of adding 384 brand new subscribers, which is what we did last month to my mailing list. And that's quite a slow month for us, really. We're adding more than that, and you want to know how to do that, for example. Well, maybe then you get a business coach, and that's some of the stuff that we show people how to do as well. We show people how to create sales funnels and webinars and all that sort of thing. We also teach people how to close. We also teach people how to recruit, for example. Are you using the right methodology to recruit people and retain staff and to invoke a culture in your business? Or maybe it's a relationship coach. Maybe you're going through some rocky times. It's not something we do specifically, although we have done aspects of relationship coaching, and that's mostly down to our NLP experiences that we have. But maybe you need a relationship coach. And why would you do that? Why would people go out and pay someone external to them to look at what they're doing and help them improve it? And it's because people want more. People want more out of life, they want more out of the golf, they want more out of their physical being, they need more out of their property investments, they need more money, or they want more money, they want better relationships and so on. And so if you're looking at getting a coach, then there's a couple of questions that you need to have answered correctly for you so that you know that you're picking the right one. So the first one, obviously, is the coach good enough, and do they have enough experience? Well, we're really lucky. Because I say we're really lucky, we've worked bloody hard for it, but over the last 17 years we've acquired £7 million worth of property. I think that's phenomenal for a lad from Leeds. That's unbelievable, you know. And in that time we've both created and sold a lettings agency. We called 25 members of staff during really busy periods when I had my furniture package business, which we sold. We've had in the past over 35,000 unique visitors to my lettings website each and every month, which is phenomenal. Imagine 1,000 people walking through your shop. Now these are online visitors, not people to the shop. We couldn't cope with that many people in the shop. But literally, that's what we got through to the website. And we've got a fabulous reputation for getting results. And we're an NLP qualified coach. If you don't know what NLP is like it's like the guidebook for the mind, and it allows us just to shortcut some of the limitations that people are feeling in whatever it is that they're doing right now. And the other thing, of course, is the podcast series, which is maybe how you found us. I mean, we've literally had tens of thousands of downloads on my #1 iTunes rated podcast, and there you can see me in the New and Noteworthy, just in front of some dude called Chris Evans there, who's on Radio 2 and soon to be the new Top Gear presenter. And that's pretty amazing, I think, you know. And then on YouTube, we've had over 50,000 video views, and there you can see, just circled at the top, 50,042 views, and that's phenomenal on a YouTube channel. And that consists of some videos that have had thousands of views, and a lot of videos that have had less than 1,000 views. But being consistent enables us to get our messages out there to the public, and that then ties into the podcast, and that ties into generating more leads, and that ties into generating income. And so we can show people how to do all this, because the biggest aspect of coaching that people have issues with is actually generating more leads. And that's one of the things that we're really good at. And we get results. This is the bottom line. We get results. So, for example, we took one client. He got 10 lease option or rent-to-rent deals in his first 6 months. And he's generating between £2,000 and £3,000 a month just on those deals, which is phenomenal. We've helped a client grow their physio business from just a single location and literally working 50 hours a week hands-on with clients to 3 locations and completely hands-off with all the staff doing the work. They no longer do any physio work. And we've helped them actually purchase a number of below market value property deals, which is now covering all their mortgage payments, for example, which is phenomenal. Another client, we got their first 20% below market value deal within just 8 hours. That's a brand new client. So we literally just sent him an email of a deal that came through. He decided he wanted it. It was I can't remember the exact numbers, but it was something like a 60 grand house, and they picked it up for 50 grand. The 20% off was the 60 grand down to 50 grand. It's slightly above 20% because actually if you do the maths, I think it's like 22.5% actually. But he was very happy. He made £10,000 on paper, which was much more than his coaching costs, so he's very happy there. We helped a brand new business get going doing wedding stationery, so from standing start, literally nothing, to now in profit, properly on Facebook, and they've got some beautiful bespoke wedding stationery, absolutely beautiful stuff. And we've got many clients who themselves then become coaches, and some of which are very well known in the property industry. And they become coaches because of their own success, and they then want to share the success with other people. And then the next question you want to ask is the client ready? Are you as a client, are you going to be ready to actually start working with a coach? And so why you? Why is it that you now suddenly think that you're ready for a coach? Are you the right person to have a coach? Are you coachable? So we get people and we go tell them what to do because this will improve the business, and they'll come back a week or 2 weeks or a month later and the thing's not done. And it's like, well, why didn't you do it? Well, I didn't think it would work. Well, we know what works. That's why you've come to a coach. So you've got to make sure that you're actually coachable. And why now? So we go back to what we call trigger points. There's always something, a trigger. Maybe that you've had an email that says the bailiffs are coming, or a letter through the post, or a solicitor's letter, or maybe you know unconsciously and consciously you know that you're not playing at the top of your game and you just need a few little tweaks and that'll get you there. Well, that's your why now. What's the trigger? And if you've not got a trigger, then you won't be as effective as a client. You won't get as much done. Whereas if you come to me and go, right, Dan, I need to do this, this and this because my kid's future depends on it, that's the trigger right there. And then what's made you attend this video? What has been the trigger that's gone, do you know what, I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch all of this video to see what Dan's got. What is it? And then the next question is, what isn't working in your business right now? And maybe that's the first thing that we need to go and fix. Maybe it's lead generation. And we can fix it. We know how to fix it because we've done it for lots of other businesses. And then the question you need to ask yourself is, what would life be like if we could actually fix that issue? I mean, I would hope that we fix that issue, then we move on to the next issue. We fix that one and we move on to the next one. And that would mean that your business moves forward, your property investment portfolio moves forward, your life moves forward into living the life that you dream of. So the next question that you've got to ask is the coaching comprehensive enough? In other words, do you get enough touch points with the coach? We know some coaching people, and you get a coach, maybe you maybe just get group coaching, which is webinar, or maybe you get that once a month, or maybe you get to go to a networking event once a month, and that's it. And we don't think that's enough. We don't want to smother you with coaching, but we want to get you enough coaching so that it's actually going to go ahead and get you enough access to the coach. And so we do that by using what we call Millionaire Mastermind webinars. These are group coaching, and you get 2 of these every month. So once every 2 weeks, you go on a webinar for an hour, 2 hours, ask any questions you've got. We also have specific content that we'll run through, training content and so on. But also, if you let us know what you're stuck on, we'll go through that as well. Plus, in addition to that, you get a personal Skype call, which normally lasts for about an hour. So you're literally getting 3 different touch points every single month. So that's possibly almost 1 a week, which is phenomenal. That's a huge amount of contact you're going to get with your coach. And then also you get access to all the previous webinars, all those replays of all the webinars that we've ever done. You get access to all of those. And also access to all the documents for both property and business. So for example, we've got tenancy agreements, we've got leaflets for buying below market value, we've got scripts you can use. We've got a script that's called Bridging the Gap, and it's like a 2-page double-sided script. It's a pretty awesome sales script that will help you close more clients if you're in a coaching business, for example. And then on top of that, we've also got our exclusive private Facebook group, and then we also include a membership site, and that's got access to training videos. So you're going to get a huge amount of content, a huge amount of contact. So if you get stuck at any point along your journey each month, then you've got access to somebody, me, that's going to help you get through that and solve that issue. So the next question is, can you afford it? And so we like to do a quick start just to get people up and running. So we do that by providing 3 months of coaching, which is 90 days or 12 weeks, however you want to say that. And the total price of that is $997. And for that, you get literally 2 millionaire masterminds every single month, 1 Skype coaching call, access to everything else like we've said. And so that's $997. That's 3 months. It's a quick start coaching session. So you need to think about, are you a good client? So what makes a good client from my perspective? So the first thing is, can you actually afford the $997? The number of times that we tell people that coaching is expensive. You know, it's meant to be expensive. It's meant to be a stretch for you sometimes. Now you might be looking at that and going, $997 is not expensive. That's really good value. In which case you should just go ahead and sign up. But if $997 is a stretch for you, if you're a level 5 person, for me to get you to level 7, well, I need you to move to being a level 7 person. A level 7 person who doesn't pay the $997 will never get to be a level 7 person. To become a level 7 person, you've got to stretch yourself. So you've got to be able to have the $997 available. And you've also got to be ready to start getting some results, because what happens when we start working with you and you actually start going out and doing the work that we insist you do, you're going to start getting some results, and so you've got to be ready for those results. And you've actually got to listen to the advice that's tried and tested in the field. Nothing that we provide as a coach is untested. It's all tried and tested. Either we've run it in our business or we've run it with other clients and they've come back and got results. Everything is tried and tested. So what happens during coaching then? Well, it's not wishy-washy. And what I mean by it's not wishy-washy is, it's not, well, how does that make you feel? How do you feel about that? It's none of that. It's, you know, some coaches would look at my type of coaching and they would say it's not coaching. It's more mentoring. I don't know what the difference between coaching and mentoring. It's all words and whatever value we place on those. But my coaching is, okay, do this, then do that, and then change this, and this will be the result. And that works, and we know it works because we've done it on so many different clients. So some coaches, they'll go, or you'll say to them, well, you know, I need to find more clients. And they will go, okay, well, how do you feel about that? And you're like, well, I just need to find more clients. And they'll go, okay, so how do you feel is the best way for you to find more clients? And we're like, dude, that's why I've come to you. And that's what we do. So when you come to us and go, right, I need more clients, we go, great, do this, do that, and do that. That'll generate more leads in your sales funnel. We then work on your sales funnel, we'll warm up the leads, and then we'll make offers later on that people can close and actually pay you money. That's the whole point, right? That's why we do it in this way. So, look, if this isn't enough for you, then I really don't know what you're looking for. And what I mean by that is, it's £1,000, okay? You get 2 millionaire mastermind webinars every month. You get 1 Skype personal coaching call every month. You get access to all the webinars, and it's £1,000. It lasts for 3 months. If you're not ready to start on that, this is the problem I come up with. If you're not ready to invest £1,000 in yourself, in your personal development, to start moving you and your business and your property portfolio forward, you're never going to make it. It's as simple as that. I can't be any more clearer than that. If that isn't enough, that you're not prepared and not willing to invest in yourself, and honestly, I really don't know what you're looking for. But it's not going to work. Whatever it is, you're going to come back to me in a year's time, and that's just not going to work. So this is what you get. It's a 90-day quick start coaching program, 2 millionaire masterminds, 1 Skype personal coaching call. You get access to all the webinar replays, access to all the documents that you need for property and business, private Facebook group. If you want to go ahead and discuss marketing in Facebook group, then off you go. I attend it and the other clients attend it, and they'll give you feedback as well. And then access to the membership site with training videos. That's all in there. If this is for you, and you want to go ahead and start doing this, then you need to head over to www.daniellatto.co.uk/start. Pay the $997. Let's get your first Skype personal coaching call in. Let's get you booked in like in the next couple of days, tomorrow even, possibly. And then we'll organise the access to the mastermind webinars, get you access to the Facebook group, get you access to the membership site, and you've got 3 months to go out and kick some ass. If that's for you, go ahead and get yourself signed up. If you really don't want to invest $997 in yourself, then totally that's fine. I totally get it. But in a year's time, you're still going to be where you are. And we don't want that for you. We want you to go ahead and take some action. I spent thousands and thousands of pounds on my coaching. I spent coaching and training. I've probably spent in the region of about 122,000. I know this because I've got it on a spreadsheet. I know exactly how many days and I know exactly how much money I've spent. It's like 122,500, something like that. So that money has been a massive, massive investment in my future. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so successful. It's one of the reasons why we've got a #1 podcast. It's one of the reasons why we've got 50,000 video views. It's one of the reasons I now get to live in Spain by the sea and I fly back to England every 2 weeks to come and see the kids. It's the reason why I get to live the lifestyle that I get to live. And I love the lifestyle. And I want that for other people. But you have to make the commitment to paying that $997, getting yourself started and getting yourself signed up. Okay, I hope that's useful for you. I hope that we see you on the other side. If you're going to do something, go to daniellatto.co.uk/start, pay the $997, let's get you on board, and let's get a kick-ass 90 days. And we'll speak to you soon. Take care.